Hey, welcome back, everyone. We're still duking it out between the light seers on the left and the wild reflections on the right. I did have a chance to go through the book a little bit, and I got stuck on the layouts here, especially this one was good. I liked this one. This is for the chakras. That's going to be really fun to do, and I could read it all, and I love the way they indicated where the cards go, but some of them at the first, really tiny writing, really hard to see. But we will persevere and go on. I'm sure there's lots of valuable information in here. I did like how you get a whole page for if the card happens to be reversed. I think that's fabulous. Okay, so we're going to move the camera down and we are going to check out the minors. I was going to say that they did include with the Wild Reflections Tarot a little card that says, I guess scanning this allows you a download of a free gift, which is fabulous. Thank you so much. All right, we are on to the aces. Now, it's a matter of color, preference, design, everything that I'm looking for here. I've zoomed in, and my eye goes to this one here. This is the Wild Reflections side. And as you remember, I did like the backs on these much more. I thought that was very well done. And I'm intrigued by this, the possibility, the opening up, the pearl of wisdom, right at the heart of things for the cups. I prefer this one. And this is where it gets interesting because sometimes the pips or the minors outweigh the feeling of one deck over the other. So this is going to be really interesting to see. So I'm preferring that one. Two of Cups. I gotta say, it's a toss-up. It's a tie. I like them both. Very interesting. I really like the sky on this Wild Reflections one, and I like the intensity of the two people staring at each other. Yeah, well, that's kind of fun. The Three of Cups. I like the mystery of the light seers here on the left. These three women, you know, walking together, arm in arm, bound in a mutual quest almost. Yeah, I like this dreamy effect here of this three. The Four. Well, I gotta say, I'm really liking the minors of the Wild Reflections. There's a certain peacefulness to that card, even though she might be sort of emotionally stuck at the moment and swinging back and forth. Yeah, I could play with this image a lot. I do get the sense of boredom on this girl's face here, but there's possibilities in this card. So I'm going with the Wild Reflections number 4. The 5. I think those are equal. Very nice. 6 of Cups to me is about sharing memories. And I think the Light Seers does that better on this side. Okay. The 7 of Cups. You get a really different feel between these two cards. This one, the guy seems really stuck, and it's a difficult decision to make. Whereas in this one, it seems like, yes, he's making a decision, but the possibilities are there. This one leaves me feeling that, oh, I don't know. If I take this one, I think I'm getting it wrong. Whereas this one says, I'm going to work it out. I'm going to logically, although it's cups, I get the feeling of logic is coming into it, sensing. I'm going to say this one for the Seven of Cups. All right, Light Seers on the left, Eight of Cups, Wild Reflections on the right. This gives me the feeling of really walking away. This one makes me feel like she's dancing within the Eight of Cups. And this is sort of a sorrowful time as you're walking away from something that doesn't work anymore. So I'm going with the Light Seers 8 there. The Nine of Cups. The joy of emotional fulfillment. I'm going for the Light Seers. The Ten of Cups. Well, the Ten of Cups is definitely family. I get family in each of them. But this one allows me to play a little bit more, that it's putting others before yourself. So I'm going to go with this one. And this one is our page. Out of the two, I'm going for the Wild Reflections. The look on this fellow's face always is a little bit uncomfortable. And this one just shows me he's making the best of it. And he's really getting the message out with that conch shell. I like that one. Okay, the Knight of Cups. Well, he usually is very much of a swooner and having all the right words, and he's a player. But I kind of like this Knight of Cups. I get the feeling that it's all about the move, when you make it, how you make it. And that intensity in her eyes draws me in. So I'm going with the Wild Reflections on that one. The Queen. Hands down, Light Seers. The King. I'm going to say the Light Seers again because he seems really in tune with his energies. Yes, this one is joyful, but there's a certain quality to the King of Cups. Someone I could sit with and bounce ideas off of, who's a creative soul himself. I'll take this one. Our Ace. These are equal for me. I love them both. I like the idea of the opportunity, if I plant something now and establish it, that I will get the growth happening over here. Yep, like them both. Two of Pentacles. This one is fresh, but I like the intensity of this one as she really tries to bring things into balance. So I'm going to go with the Light Seers on that one. The Three of Pentacles. I do like this one. Having done some painting on the side of cars in my time, many, many years ago, this one appeals to me. Okay. The Four of Pentacles. It'd be a great deck or two decks to put together and do readings with, because I favor the one here because there is that sense of hoarding, hanging on to, not wanting to share. And then this one, though, suggests if you hang on a little bit with patience for what you've planted, there is growth. That one's a tie. The Five. I like this one. It reminds me of walking in the snow at night and that feeling of being on the outside, but you can go in after. I like that one. The Six of Pentacles. That sharing, that giving. There's a need by certain people, and how much can you afford to give? But this one, I get the sense that there is so much growth within your grasp that you have ample to share. So I'm going with this one. So the Seven of Pentacles. I gotta say, I like the depth of this one here, the Light Seers. He's really rooted, grounded, and accessing the energy and giving the energy. Very patient look on his face. Yep, I'll take that one. The Eight of Pentacles. This one is more nature-based, and I'm a more nature-based person. And if I'm perfecting something, it's tough because there's a lot of people out there that are into technology, and this one is more nature-based. That one's a tie. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles. So even though she's got lots, she's reaching, and she has the wisdom to know what to reach for. Whereas this one, it's the joy of experiencing what you worked for. That's a tie again. I'm liking the fact that the minors have so much to offer in the Wild Reflections. A different take. Okay, the Ten of Pentacles. Hands down, this one. I like the look on this gentleman's face, the pride and his accomplishments, the family surrounding him. That's the one. Okay, the Page of Pentacles. Usually a messenger for me, a beginning of information that can be used and moved ahead with or delivered. I'm going to say the Light Seers. The Knight of Pentacles. I like the one on the left. The Queen of Pentacles. One is much more mature and happy with her station. This one is young, joyful. That's going to be a tie. Our King, I really favor this guy. And this came up in my tarotcation that I wanted to sit with this fellow, walk with this gentleman. I think he's got a lot to say in a quiet way. I'm going with this Light Seers one. All right, we are on to the swords, trying not to take up too much of everybody's time here. Ace of Swords, hands down, I'm going for this one. Direct, says exactly what it is. This one is more contemplative, strategizing. Sometimes you just got to jump. Two of Swords. I like this one because even though she's blindfolded, she knows and has confidence that her ideas will meet the mark. I like that one. Three of Swords. I think that's a tie. The Four of Swords. That's a tough one. But I think I like the cocooning here as she waits and rests and readies herself for what comes next. The Five of Swords. I like this sort of image here. He's ready. There's been a conflict, but it's like hard to explain. I'm going to this one. Six of Swords. I get the feeling this guy's happy that she left. I'm going for this one. Okay. Seven of Swords. This is the Sneaky Pete card for me, so I'm going for that one. Eight of Swords. There's a certain stillness to this one that I like. I'm going for this one. The Nine of Swords. The Sleepless Nights. I don't know about these satin sheets out in the middle of a field. Wouldn't that be delightful? But I'm going for this Nine of Swords. R10. This has that why me really under attack, so I'm going for this one. Our Page of Swords, for me, is usually about learning and ideas, so definitely Light Seers. It says it all in the image for me. The Knight of Swords. Well, the Knight of Swords does sort of chase off after things, not necessarily having a plan. So I like that this guy's on the road, so I'm taking this one. The Queen of Swords. These two look like sisters. This is the woman that's hard to approach. This one looks a little bit more approachable, this queen, so I'm going for this one. And she's got lots of arrows, which is lots of ideas. And she might be drumming out the... There's lots I could do with this card. Our King of Swords. I always found such comfort in this one, but I like the reaching and the sky's the limit feeling with this one. So I'm going with that one. Okay, Wands. I like this one. I like the energy. I like the growth. And that it's sort of that magical feeling that the wands can inspire. Yep. The Two of Wands. That's that longing for me at a distance and thinking of someone else or partnering with someone else that can move things along. So I'm going with this one, the movement here. The Three of Wands. The waiting seems to come across more here. She might be waiting for the perfect wave there, but this guy's really waiting for something to arrive. I'll go with this one. The Four. Hands down, one on the right. I love the celebration. So that's the Light Seers who wins there. The Five of Wands. I like the lighting in here. I like the camaraderie. Even though things are difficult to put together, there's magic in this one. 6. Accomplishments. Support from others. Well, this one seems to be like a star. America's Got Talent. This one seems to have really been drawing the energy of a multitude of forces. I'm going with this one. The 7. I like this one. I'm going for that one. The 8 of Wands, messages. I like the fluidity of the water behind here with the 8 of Wands. This is very galactic and out there, but there's an emotional joy in knowing that your messages are going to be heard, felt. Yep, I like that one. The 9. I like this one because she's standing behind the fence. She's aware of boundaries, but she can step over them because it's only up to her knees. I got the feeling I like this one better. Our 10. I really like this image on the left. I like the Light Seers much better. I can see the baggage that she's holding, and she's come this long pathway. I know he's got a lot yet to work on in his field, but I like that one. He's got a lot of work ahead of him, but I like that one. Our Page of Wands. Usually the messenger card for me. And I think the way she's heaving this, her message is going to be heard. It's going to get out. I'm going for that one. Oh, these cards are falling at the end. So sorry. Okay, we're getting down to just a few more here. We're almost done. The Knight of Wands. A creative soul, passionate soul, adventurous soul. I'm kind of liking her. I like the fiery energy that's showing here. This could almost be a king for me. Okay, last 2. The Queen of Wands. She's usually someone who's very creative, very helpful, and others follow her. And I get that following effect in this one. So I might just go with this one. And our king, the King of Wands. I'm married to one of those. He's a wand, he's fiery, hard to nail down. I get this adventurous spirit here in this one, so I'm going for that. But I have to say, people, I am thrilled with the Minors of Wild Reflections. I like the fact that it's gilded on the side. It's probably going to shuffle really good because it is a bit thinner. And I do find thinner decks do shuffle quite well. So that's it for me. Those are my selections. And I am really quite thrilled, as I say, with the Minors. And it would be great to shuffle these 2 decks together and have a blast. So enjoy your readings, and I'll catch you back here again.